Hello. Today I wanted to show you what I'm working on. So today I'm working on, or I'm actually trying to finish up a little project that I started on. And this is my big square baler. It's a 2001 BB940 New Holland. And I've been doing quite a bit of baling this spring and summer, so I got a little bit of downtime and I decided to go through it and make sure everything is still in tip-top shape, so when we're out in the field I can actually not have downtime, so try to avoid that. So the reason I got this is my pickup head, or the Baler's pickup head, and I'm replacing some tines, pickup tines. That's what these look like there. This is what they look like when I take them off, usually missing one or both. Sometimes they fall off, so I've got a bunch of those to replace right now. The pieces on the ground, those are the bands, so that's what carries the hay or straw up into the baler. So the reason I got the side here all tore apart, it was catching and it wasn't running as smooth as I like to see it. I've looked through all the bearings look fine. I took the chains off and the chains are shot. So I'm working on replacing the chains. I've ran to town, got some new chains, and I'll be putting those on here sometime this afternoon, I guess, when I get to it. And we'll get it all put back together and hopefully it'll run nice and smooth. Got it all greased up and everything pretty much checks out on it. So this is the other side of the baler. Got the door open so I can work on it. Crack this hood open on a hydraulic lift. This is the big flywheel. This actually gives the momentum to the plunger. You got a brake here. that was for my safety, so nothing moves when I'm working on it. So this flywheel turns at 1,000 RPMs. That's a lot of weight on that little flywheel, solid iron, and that gives the momentum to pack the hay into a bale. You can see the packer arms, or the plunger arms, rotating back there. Then we'll go to the back of the baler. This is the packing chamber. This is where the bale is actually made. The piece way to the back there, that's the plunger, and that pushes the hay into the bale. All right, let's go on top of the baler. On top of the baler here. Nothing too fancy. These are the knotters. This is what actually ties the bales together. There's 4 of them, so each bale has 4 strings on it. So here we are in the shed. I've got some bales already stacked away here. We stack each bale, or the bales in the shed, 5 high. We do that with the skid steer. We got the fork right here. That's where I store the fork. It's got 4 long forks on it, tines. What I wanted to show you was the knots. We got 1 knot on this end, on each string, and then on the other end, got more knots. So it's quite a system how that ties that all together as fast as it does. So now what I need to do is build a chain. Last night we went and picked up a new chain. This is a heavy duty 60 chain. number 60, and that's the size of the chain. So over here I have my old chain and the air hose. One way you can tell if a chain is wore out or not is how much flex is in it this direction. This one also doesn't bend very well anymore. Doesn't go straight. So it's getting replaced. Okay, so what I did is I took and laid the old chain and the new chain down. What I did is just cut it out 10 links per. So now I know the length, and what I'll do is I'll go and cut this off here, and then it should be pretty close to the same length as the old one. Laying them side by side, you could definitely tell that the old one was really stretched pretty bad. So when I get the excess cut off of this one, it's going to be definitely shorter than the old one. So we'll see how it all works. Okay, so I got the chain link marked that I want to cut, and what I like to use is my grinder with a carbide tip on it. Makes a quick job out of it generally. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, so that was pretty quick and easy. So now we're going to take my chisel and hammer. I'm going to pop the top off of it. Just like that. And then we got excess that we'll put in our chain storage, and it'll be available for next time. So this is the length that I need, and I'll be able to go put it on the baler when I'm ready for it. Okay, so we got the chain all ready to go. Now it's a way of try to figure out how to put it on. It'll always be a whole bunch of fun. With my cell phone and stuff nowadays, it's super easy just to take a picture of how things are supposed to go back together. So I use my phone to show me how to put that thing back together. And see if it'll fit. Hey, there we go. Awesome. And put the little clip back on it. Snapped on good. Okay. There we go. So that's on good. Well, the chain is on. Now the next thing, we have to put this shield on, and then we can tighten up the chain tensioners which will pull these tight, and then we can run it and see how it works. It should be nice and smooth, nice and quiet. So now that we got the chains on, get my butt holder here. I'm gonna put the shield on. We'll see if I can do this once or if it takes me several times. Put this on here. Stay. Always gotta be careful where the fingers are at. Okay, so part's handy here. Guess this goes on here. Looks like it's lining up real nice. And then I've got to get the auger so that lines up here. Looks like it should be okay. This is a center punch, makes it a lot easier to line up holes, especially if you're putting a couple different pieces together. Or if they don't line up. I just finished up tightening up the chains, both of those. I got the shield on good. I'm ready to fire it up and see how it sounds. Looked at a little bit yet, but otherwise it's a lot smoother than it was when I started. That's a big clutch plunger, tapping chamber feeders. PTO shaft runs off the tractor that runs the whole machine, the flywheel spinning. inside and take a look from the back side. So you can see the 4 twines hanging there. It's ready for a new slab of, another slab of hay, and that's how the hay comes up and packs it all in and makes the bale. This thing runs so nice and smooth. Watching this thing. Let's crank it up a little bit. Now we're running about 800 RPMs. We usually run 1,000 RPMs when we're baling. Lots of momentum behind that flywheel. Keep the fingers out of it. Plunger. Make some adjustments on the pickup head and see if I can get it a little bit quieter. So I'm happy to be wrapping this project up. This hinge up here was broken, so I had to weld that, got that fixed. Got it rehung, the shield rehung. Last bolt in, and this project should be done. It's about that time of day too, so number 10. I mean, number 10. Get the right wrench, always works better. And we're all set. All done in there. Nothing to do in there. Actually, I need to add a little bit of oil, hydraulic oil to that. I'll do that yet. Everything else I believe is done. So that's pretty much my day. I'm ready to go home and play with the kids a little bit. So again, thank you for watching, taking time out of your day to watch me do my crazy stuff out here on the farm. I appreciate it. Again, remember to subscribe, like the video if you like it. Love to hear your comments. I'll comment back. So until next time, take it easy. See ya.